Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. It is Jamie. We are checking in for your energies. Sun, moon, and rising will be the most dominant here. But it is for any Pisces placement. Maybe you're a cross watcher. I was going to say, yeah, jumble my words up for a sec there. So let's kind of see what's going on for the weekend ahead. We've got all tied up Pisces. I've got some good sage smoking right now. Healer of the Ages, that's been coming up a fair bit for you lately. What else have we got here, Pisces? Or for Pisces? All right. Yeah. You know what's interesting that's coming through is red flags, and I don't know what that is about. Red flags. Okay. So I got all tied up, healer of the ages, walking away, rest and rejuvenation, door to romance. I like that. And on the bottom, we've got cornucopia. Great energy, Pisces. Great energy. Obviously, starting with all tied up, there's something there about feeling, a little trapped. Usually, this is, some internal conflict that perhaps you're going through regarding a specific situation. You might be finding too that there's a lot of new or potentially new things that are entering your life, which with this healer of the ages energy, it could be as you're working through something, it could be like you're feeling a little bit I'm just getting uncomfortable as you're kind of working through something. And when you're how do I explain this? The way that it's showing me, it's like you're comfortable, but at the same time, that comfort has come because that's what you've got to know. And it's kind of like, well, if you're in survival mode, that survival mode may seem normal or comfortable because that's what you're used to, even though it may not be like the most supportive thing for you, right? Especially being in survival mode. That means your nervous system is not operating in balance. And I don't know, there's something here about this healer of the ages energy, that something that you're walking through, I feel like you're building this. It's kind of like a courage, but there's a part of you that's being healed, that's giving you the strength to walk away from something, to shift away from something. And you know that whatever choice, maybe this has already happened or you're in this process right now, that whatever choice that you're making to move or shift away from is one that's going to give you some peace. I do feel for Pisces that for many of you that you've kind of gone through this transition, or you're right in the thick of it, where you're kind of going into this new path, into this new direction. It has been showing us that in different ways. Just give me a sec, guys, because I need to move the sage. Like, I'm really smoking myself out. I'm just going to put it at the windowsill. 1 second. Okay. That was, I try not to have the window open too much because it's a bit fresh where I am right now, and I'm ruggled in a blanket while I'm connecting with you guys. And then obviously the more air, then the sage picks up even more, but that's okay. I'll figure that out later, just as long as I'm not breathing it all in. So thanks for your patience, guys. Yeah, so there's something here about you walking away, moving away from something. And I just find that this is something new that you're uncovering or learning about yourself. And I feel what's ever happening through this transition, like I said, we're seeing you going a kind of a new path, a new direction right now. I feel like you've learned a lot from what has ever transpired in a recent connection or situation for yourself. But amongst it, Pisces, like this, the transformation is you learning about you, and I think a new power within you as well. And whatever you're walking away from, I don't believe it's been easy, but at the same time, you recognize the light that you're being called to, which has a different feeling to the light of someone else's it's interesting. It's kind of giving me someone else's validation, but it's not about that. What it is I think that sometimes when you're in a connection or situation that hasn't been massively supportive, you want to build the light that you guys once had that brought you together. And I feel that you recognize, there's something here about moving towards this new light, this new path, this new direction. You're feeling called to go somewhere new. And either which way, like I said, at some point in time, these gates, this path that you entered was something that you wanted and desired that felt right, hence you being there. And now it's like, at the right time for you, when you've got the strength, when you've got some clarity and healed, maybe you have a support system as well. There's just more peace that comes with it, and more peace that you can embark on for this new beginning. Because whatever this new beginning is, it's bringing in a lot of balance. And the word it's giving me is understanding with this daughter romance energy. So again, I don't know if you're looking for a new connection, new love, recharged love. I don't know what you're looking for exactly here, Pisces. Obviously, this is a general reading, but we're going to uncover a little bit more on what this all means, because I know you guys are going through a major shift, a major transition. So I want to get a little bit more. I'm going to get some Kipper cards to clarify each one here on what these energies are about. Yeah, see, all tied up. There's definitely change happening here, Pisces. And it could be like you're kind of stuck in some form of decision and you know that you need to make it. We've got sudden wealth coming on through, and then privileged lady with walking away. We've got mature woman, rest and rejuvenation, and expectation, door to romance. Interesting. Okay. So there's definitely something here enriching your life. And like I said, there's some shift and change occurring. But I feel that for that shift and change to occur, it's like a decision has to be made. You might have been feeling a little bit stuck in limbo, because all tied up can be kind of stuck in limbo because you're attached to a situation that perhaps you don't know where it's going, so you haven't been making any movements. And I feel like you're finally making some change, or the change is kind of upon you either which way. I don't know if you're just moving into a new direction, but I feel whatever this is that being a number 9, I'm kind of getting you're doing you going on a certain path and journey for yourself. With Healer of the Ages, there's a lot of, even though it says sudden wealth, and I know people want to potentially look at that just as financial, or like some money's coming in, and it's abundant energy, right? And abundance, money is energy. Everything's energy at the end of the day. But I feel what's happening here is that whatever is shifting and whatever changes you're making, it's very supportive with this 11 portal. I think at the time of this reading, it's 2202. 2024. So there's a lot of twos going on here, right, in terms of this gateway and portal. And I feel here this is also a number 2, but it's also a number 11, which is I cannot think of the word right now. But basically what's coming in here, Pisces, is that this new chapter, this healing, these exercises, these connections that are coming on in as part of Healer of the Ages is one that's going to add richness in your life on a deeper level. Interestingly, walking away and privileged lady, making these decisions that you're making, some people may be viewing you that you've just got the luxury to do this and do that, but people don't know what journey you've been on, or the person you're dealing with hasn't really acknowledged what you've been experiencing. For some of you, you could just be walking away because you know that there's another connection that may be attached to where you've been, or someone has kind of taken over your space in a certain dynamic. And again, I feel power to you because you're choosing you. And again, whatever anyone looks upon or how they look upon it, I think there's a part of you that's just like, you got to do you at the end of the day. And this rest and rejuvenation comes. It could be that some of you are just resting in and learning and growing with part of this rest, or part of this I'm going to say disconnection for some, and I don't think it's you being disconnected from you. I think you're disconnecting from places, people, or things that just haven't supported you or have been more a burden, and you're kind of retreating to yourself for yourself. And with this comes a sense of growth. For some of you, you could have like a mother figure around, or another female figure who's supporting you, who could also be part of the healer of the ages energy. So usually it's someone who is, more mature on a spiritual level that can help you on that path and journey where you feel heard and understood. For some of you, you could be healing and rejuvenating from a connection that had another person as part of that connection, so maybe it was a mother figure, maybe it was another feminine energy around that person that kind of drained you, and hence why you kind of needed to move away from this. But interestingly too, with this door to romance, we've got expectation coming in. You've got number 10 here, so that seems to be a little bit of a burden, but I feel whatever this expectation is, I don't know if it's been put on you from someone coming on in, but that's just a really interesting energy to show up here. I'm not, very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. Whoopsies. Sorry if that was loud, guys. There won't be an extended for this one, so we'll just dive in, Pisces. To let you know as well, if you guys are looking to build and grow your business, I do have a mini training. And if you have registered for that, and the way to get access to that is just be on the Soulvine Tribe list, which is below. It says /meetup. And once you choose side hustle, there's a list there for, things that are interested. I'll get you the mini training, but there's more stuff to come with that too. So some further trainings and access to some things. So I will get that to you. We just, we're pacing it. So I know some of you are eager, and I appreciate that, you reaching out for more. So I will get that to you and give you access to something to start getting that going. All right, guys. So with this expectation, let's dive in deeper to kind of see what this is all about, because what I feel is happening here. Oh, what have we got? The Emperor. Very, very interesting. Just showing up there. I'm not sure if that was kind of turned in already, but we'll see where that goes. But I'm not sure where the expectation is coming from, but I'm feeling a little bit of pressure upon you, Pisces, actually. So maybe there's someone here that's expecting you to have moved on to a new connection already. We've got 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. I've got some clover fur there. The Hierophant energy and the Hermit energy. Yeah, so there's something here around some memories around a connection, okay? Which is where you could be all tied up. Maybe, like I said, a part of you that hasn't moved on or considered to move on as yet, or it's something that you're still connected to, and that's understandable. Sometimes it's just not easy to move on and totally erase all your memories and feelings towards someone or a situation. With time, I feel with time things replace that. But you feel what you feel, because I can see here that there is some heaviness from this, but you are healing, you are transforming, Pisces. And I think it's interesting too with this Hierophant energy and the Hermit energy also showing up here for you. There's something about your spiritual journey that's really relevant right now, and this could also be part of your healing aspect. I also feel for some of you, if you have been in a connection that has gone quiet, or a party has gone quiet, it could be no contact, or you guys just aren't really communicating much at all. Because there can be a significant connection here with the Hierophant energy, something that had a commitment, something that wants to commit, but I feel that there is some reflection right now with this Hermit energy. I don't know if this is you or them, but I could be connected to this all tied up energy overall, and having to make a choice once having some self-reflection or sitting with self for a while and really assessing what this is. But we'll dive in a little bit deeper and see what else is going on here. So I've got the Page of Cups. So there's care here. There's love here. There's someone here, Pisces. Okay. I just find it interesting. We've got daughter romance as well. One more. Thank you, Spirit. It's like, take this one. Knight of Wands. Okay. I'm just going to keep going, Pisces, to see what all this is about. Six of Cups. What do we need to know? Okay, the Emperor came out again. It was one of the first ones that wanted to come out. Interesting, it's still come up in the same energy. And then we've got Page of Swords. So this could be related to a divine masculine here, or someone that is leading the path, making decisions for what's going on, what's happening. Someone that's a bit more controlling in this aspect, that seems to have your attention, okay? I feel like this is a person who's made, like I said, a lot of the choices or controlled the narrative here for something. Even if you are a masculine or whether you're a feminine, at the end of the day, whoever made some choices here, I feel were just the one who was controlling it, coming from a masculine aspect, okay? With this Ten of Wands and this Page of Swords, it's also kind of showing me that there's some burden being carried here. Again, I don't know if this is by you or them, maybe both, but it's interesting because there's something here that's watching upon with this Page of Swords. What do we need to know about this Page of Swords energy? Wow. I'm not taking them all. I'm just going to take the one that flipped up. And whatever that was lots of pentacles, but I didn't look at what number it was. I just saw lots of pentacles there. But in saying that, we've got the Chariot energy. So it seems like someone is assessing a situation here, again, on what to do next, on what movement to take, on what step to take forward. But the Chariot energy is usually one that you're leading, that you're taking charge in or charge of, Pisces, okay? So let's see a little bit more on where this is all going. What's the intention of this Emperor energy? And we've got the Four of Pentacles. So, this U-turn energy that showed up this week as well, this is kind of saying to me a couple of things around this masculine energy. They're still holding on to this connection. I think there's some recognition here. This is where the all tied up energy could be related to. Six of Cups is like memories, thoughts, feelings around this situation, feeling connected to it. This could also be, soulmate energy. But there's also healing here. There's a potential of healing here. I do feel that someone's holding pretty tight onto something, feeling the burden of it. Maybe they're in healing mode, you're in healing mode, but whatever's happening, something is watching upon this. Something is being looked at, assessed to communicate or move forward in some way because someone or something can't let it go. So I'm not sure which way or which direction this is, but this is what's showing up energetically about some movement that wants to happen or is about to happen. The Hierophant energy, what do we need to know? Because it seems like I said something here just seems quiet, but there's a lot going on underneath. Okay. I mean, this walking away could be walking away from a situation that has kind of taken the wrong turn, or someone walked away from this situation and they needed to heal and want to come back in. So let's look a bit deeper on what this is. Because with the Five of Cups, it's showing me that there's some sadness here, some grief here that someone is feeling or experiencing. And it's really interesting with this one, there are cups that are spilt, but someone's still holding their cup, okay? And another cup is up, but three are down. So there's something here about, I feel, some hope, some desire here that whatever's happened, that things can change. Or yeah, I'm trying to understand it. I don't even know if it's about the change. I think it's about the like what's next on this journey. So there seems to be some hope is what I feel from this. What else do we need to know about this Five of Cups and Hierophant energy? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, gosh. I mean, the Two of Cups are showing there. I mean, that just really flew here. Someone could be walking away. It's just amazing how, things unfold. Someone could be walking away from a connection, okay, that they've been in, especially with the Two of Cups energy. I feel there's a special bond here. So I don't know if you're waiting, not necessarily waiting, but you have this feeling of a divine masculine entering your life. There could be something too that you're working through something, going through your own healing path and journey, and so is this person. I don't know, for some of you, is this a new energy that you haven't necessarily met yet? But for some of you, this is a connection that you've had some history with, okay? But again, for some of you, I just get a sense that this could be a new connection that is on a similar path and journey, okay? And I think it's really interesting what shows up here. Share more on this Hermit energy. I think some of your stories are going to be a bit different, yeah. So whatever's kind of been in quiet mode, healing mode, you, them, this situation, this dynamic, it's interesting that the Ace of Pentacles is showing up because there's something presenting itself here, and a part of whatever's presenting itself, it's one or a path of stability, right? Share more on this Ace of Pentacles. They're flying out today. King of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay. So there's something or someone here that's pretty solid and stable, or that's what they've been working on, their stability, their finances, okay? Because that could also be here as well. I don't know if someone had a situation regarding finances and that's been key to them coming on in, feeling more stable, being able to give in that situation. I'm just getting a sense of a bit of insecurity that you may be seeing or experience from someone. I'm not sure what that's about and why that's creeping in, but let's get a little bit more on this Page of Cups. Interesting energy that's showing up here. Yeah, okay. Devil energy, Page of Cups. Yeah, I'm not liking that because the feeling I've got in my body, it's like something is awakening in someone. What is this devil energy about? And when it's attached to the, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to give it to you how it is, Pisces, okay? Because if you've come out of a connection and you're kind of on your new path and your new journey, healing, you've had some lessons, you're walking, like I said, to this new destination, doing new, figuring things out, there's something here about healing, right? And when you're healing, you're also vulnerable. And I just want to be fair on that. It doesn't matter how strong you are. When there's been things that have occurred and you're healing from a connection, there's usually vulnerability in some way. And that shows on you. It could be, your attitude towards things. And remember, attitude is, synonymous for a good attitude, a shitty attitude, an attitude, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying attitude overall. And sometimes people can connect into that because it's the energy that you're presenting in. So I just want to make sure that, I explain that correctly. But what I feel is happening here, amongst your healing, you might be finding things or people or situations showing up here, okay? And whatever's showing up here is on your healing journey. And it could be presenting as some interest. Like, I'm stable, I got my stuff together, it looks good. And there's interest being expressed. But when I have the Devil and then I have the Empress energy, there's something here about, I'm just feeling like whatever's coming around, there's something here that really wants to claim you. And I feel that they may see you as the divine feminine. We've got the divine masculine here. There may be just some toxicity underneath this person that you can't see. And I just want to make sure here with this energy that's coming on in, because this is someone's energy that's coming in towards you, that this is the red flags I'm talking about. You know how I said initially red flags? At the beginning of this reading, I said there's something about the red flags. This is what this is about. My whole physiology changed when this devil card came out with this Page of Cups. So to me, this means that this person, they may seem nice. They may say some things to you that triggers a response inside of you. And I feel that's a warning sign, Pisces. Okay? And this is different to an older energy. I feel this is a new energy that may present themselves. I don't know, what you're doing. Maybe you've decided to look a bit online or connect with people, but there's something here and I'm just like, be careful. Okay, so let's have a look at this Knight of Wands energy. Yeah. Because this person may not be how they seem. I feel like there's something here with this Knight of Wands and now this Five of Pentacles showing up, door to romance, that, again, whether this is you or them, someone is not ready for commitment. Someone's not ready here to show up consistently. Or maybe that's what there is some concern about because of some feeling that you've got. Something feels a little bit off or a little bit what you're expecting. So there's also something to be mindful here underneath all this. How is someone showing up? But in addition to, watching that, there's a part of you that needs, being an empress, you don't put your energy out for everyone. Your energy is naturally magnetic, but you're also very good at discerning situations here. Sometimes too, being in that position is also a position of vulnerability and a position where people want access. And sometimes there's people that see you in such a prominent position, they want what you've got, Pisces. And there's something here about wanting what you've got to see what they can. It sounds a bit twisted. I know there are just some people out there like that, and I don't know what it is. There's something that makes me super uncomfortable here about it. On someone's intention. There's this charming energy. I don't know what the expectation is. This could just be your mindset on something, that you've got an expectation because of a past experience that you're expecting someone not to leave you behind again. But underneath, I actually feel this is an energy that you're acknowledging in your body that you have been in this position before. That's why you know it. And that's the red flag here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So, and you'll know it. You'll know it. Okay? You will know it. So you've got Seven of Pentacles, the Star, and the World. So someone is putting stuff in here. I feel like someone is showing you and expressing to you like, wow, they might be sharing their hopes, their feelings, their dreams. They're telling you about perhaps, where they're at. They might even be sharing how great they are. I don't know why this energy is showing me that and expressing that, because this could also be telling me that there's a situation that you've invested time and energy and effort in that has kind of, the healing has occurred and now that has closed, which can be correct, but there's something here about someone's way of showing up towards you. And I just want to protect you I mean, there's so many messages coming through here. Someone here too could be just the way that they're showing up. It's something about their own sense of worth as well, especially with the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. But I feel like this person is showing up very open. But is that what they think they're expected to do? I don't know. Something feels off here. I'm going to get another deck. I want to see what this offness is because I don't like it, Pisces. And I want to make sure that, you know me, I love to give positive, supportive readings. Interesting, this falls off. Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. And then, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think there's something going on. And sometimes it's hard too because we've all been through stuff, right? And then to discern between someone who may be or have narcissistic traits, which is usually someone who is a toxic energy. They can be covert and they see an Empress or a divine masculine and they want to, you know, they create situations to bring down your worth. Okay? Because that's the kind of energy I'm getting. In saying that, sometimes people, it was interesting, I was watching a video which now reminded me a few nights back on sometimes there's a difference between people who have narcissistic traits or tendencies and those that may be going through some sense of insecurity. The difference between it is the empathy and the understanding around it and the expression behind it. And I feel there's something here about this that you've got to use your discernment here. Okay? Again, there's a few different parts here of someone's expectations on something. And I don't know if that's not serving you. You might be worried about, well, they're just going to come in and out. They're not going to show up the way that I'm expecting to. Well, it's like what do you call it? A double entendre? I don't even know if that's not the word at all. That's not the word at all. How do I explain this? You might be thinking that, put it this way, you know what you want, right? You want someone who's going to show up, who's going to be consistent, who's going to be supportive. But underneath it, you're thinking they're going to be inconsistent. This person's not going to show up, or they're going to, leave because that's what you've been used to. So that's where you've got to be careful, because you've got a desire for something, but you're thinking you're receiving something else naturally. So just be, cautious of that, of doing that for yourself, because that's kind of torturing yourself in your own way, and then manifesting a situation that you don't want, or people that you bring in are like that, and that's not what you actually want. But I just feel that someone has an expectation on you. They got some plan here, and I don't know what it is. So I want to just get a few more to see what more this is about. Yeah, it's like some call here to make, Pisces. And it's interesting. Oh. I didn't see that there was... That's a bit odd. Maybe you're double dating, triple dating. Because to have the Three of Cups and two masculine energies and then Judgment. Maybe that's what you're feeling, So you might have multiple energies. Go Pisces. Sometimes that's even harder, right? But what I mean by that is you could be seeing different sides of someone, and that's why you can't figure it out. I think someone who wants to be in their masculine, I think there's someone here that wants to be like, I'm doing this and I got this and I'm successful. Like there's just some weird energy going on that I think is why this might be difficult to realize what's actually happening here. But amongst it too, I mean, for some of you, this could be a triangle of some kind and a decision's being made. So what do we need to know about this Judgment energy? Gosh, a third one. And then we've got the King of Cups. Goodness gracious, Pisces, what is going on? The Magician and the Tower. This worries me. You know, this is what I'm talking about. The energy just feels odd because it's like, I don't know, someone's trying to play the part. And I think you're getting different energies from, this could be more than one person, but I feel for one person, they're trying to be all the things. I don't know if they're trying to manipulate a situation, but there's something that you're going to figure out. This could be someone living a triple life. I don't know. There's something really weird about this. Really weird. Really, really weird. Let's see where this is going. Spirit, where is this going for our Pisces? Advice, please. Goodness. King of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Lovers. But first came out is the Nine of Swords. Oh, gosh. Look, for some of you, you could be dating many people or meeting different people. I don't know, Pisces. There's something just a bit weird energetically going on. I think someone can't make sense of something, okay? And whatever this is, now it's causing some disruption here. But I feel like there's going to be some communication or clarity that comes through, or someone that's going to help you make sense of something. And it's really interesting because there is a new energy coming on in, but there is, you know, this is a blessing. This is a beautiful blessing. It's interesting. I feel like this is it, but you're trying to find what this is. But I feel you might be having to make a choice in love. Okay, because there's a lot of different masculines here. So maybe right now you're just very attractive. You're testing it out. You're meeting people. You're greeting people. But something is not right here with one of these connections, or if this connection is playing multiple games, or if this connection is showing up as different people to you, which can be manipulative energy. Oh, I didn't even see the Five of Swords here. Yeah, so something's in conflict. Something isn't right here. Something just isn't right, Pisces. All right. I'm going to just get a couple of... Let's just get some further... No, this is not the right deck. It's told me to get these ones. Okay. Some final guidance for Pisces, please, Spirit. Some final guidance. What a obscure reading. Obscure. All right, final guidance for our Pisces, please. Okay. You've got balance. Okay. Shadow, power, rest and rejuvenate. Okay. There's something here, Pisces, that it's interesting. You've had 3 times here the number 11 or portal 11. So I feel with this, there's a part of you right now that needs to lean in more to the things that you have, the things that are a part of you, because you've got all the tools here, okay? All the tools here, kind of like the magician energy that you get to use and create in your world to feel whole. So there's something about this wholeness. And interestingly, we've got the shadow energy. So when we have the shadow energy number 18 show up, what's the shadow energy? Yeah, okay, the moon. So there's something here. You've got strength, you've got the moon, and then you've got rest and rejuvenate. I think there's a part of you intuitively something doesn't feel right. But the only way to discern that is being at whole and balance within yourself. If you're a bit off, naturally things are going to feel off. Does that make sense? And there's something here about your discernment, your inner strength, and maybe understanding needing more time to heal, needing more time to support yourself through this, because maybe it's too early. in the journey for you. As much as all these new things are coming in, maybe you're not ready. Maybe the person to meet you there is also not ready, and it's bringing up a lot of things. So I don't know. I find it just interesting because underneath it all, there's like, whoa, like what is going on? So this could, sometimes it's like you're searching for something, and what you're searching for is just showing up in so many ways. You just can't understand what it's even meant to mean, or you're recognizing this and you're recognizing that, and you just might be on quite high alert. And it, like, nervous system wise, interesting. It's just, this is all the information that's coming up. It feels busy, but I feel it's busy internally, and you're making such progress on your healing path. And it just, again, I think you're a bit more in the depth of the healing process. You may not realize, you might be thinking, well, I've made really good progress. It's been some time. Get it. I get it. And I get it. But there's also something here that feels a little off, just to look a little bit deeper, more so look within yourself first to see what it's connecting to. But importantly, if someone or a situation doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right for a reason, and your body's trying to tell you something. And that's what I feel is happening here, especially with this devil energy. So again, this is just to support you, Pisces. It's nothing to fear, it's to empower you. So when you are moving forward, you know what energy you're in, and acknowledging how, while you might want to feel a certain way for someone, or you feel a certain way for someone, how are you actually feeling? How does your body feel? Because your body is a navigation system on its own. That's your higher spirit. That's your spirit inside, So I'm going to leave that with you. I know that was a lot. So interesting. I would love to hear in the comments what this all is about. But yeah, we'll talk soon, Pisces. Bye now.